Okay, so in this lecture we are going to understand the other considerations in the press tool design. Earlier in a stepwise procedure we have gone through first of all the calculation of the cutting force, then we have gone for the second step as punch and die sizes according to the clearances. Thereafter we have understand the third step, that is the strip layout, for getting the percentage utilization and the number of components to be get blank from a strip. The fourth step, we have calculated the center of pressure if suppose the irregularity of the component will be there. Now we are going to see the next step, and which will be called as the other considerations for designing a press tool. In this case, we have to go for the step number 1 in the other considerations as calculation of the die sizes, in which these 3 steps are very important. The first one is the die straight line. So this die straight line is been calculated with the formula, which is die straight line is equal to 1.5 into thickness in millimeters. So thickness of the strip. Angular clearance we have to provide after the die straight line, which is equal to 1.5 degree at both sides. And the third consideration we have to take for die plate thickness. What should be the thickness of the die plate? So that die plate thickness, which is hereafter shown by TD, is nothing but the cube root of the cutting force. Here the cutting force you have to take into the tonnage of the press, so that the value will becomes into the centimeter for the die plate thickness. So FC you have to take into tons, and you have to take the cube root of FC, so that you will get the value into the centimeter. Then you have to convert into the millimeters for the thickness of the die plate. The second is the stripping force, whose notation is FST, and whose value will be 10% of the FC, that is 0.1 into FC. Here the FC you have to consider in kg, as it will be required in the further calculations into the kg. The third step is required to calculate the punch holder plate, then the stripper plate and the die back plate. These are the another three plates we have to draw. The punch holder plate, which will hold the punch, the stripper plate, which will provide the stripping force on the die plate, and the die back plate, which is a supporting plate for the die plate. So these all 3 plates will have the thickness, and that thickness will be given by the thumb rule that it should be more than half of the die plate thickness. The fourth consideration is for the number of bolts or the size of the bolts that we require to have for holding all these 4 plates, that is die back plate, die plate and the stripper plate and the bottom plate. So these all 4 plates we require to be assembled to each other, and for that purpose we require the number of bolts. That number of bolt consideration and the diameter of that bolt, so that they can sustain, or that bolt can sustain the cutting force or the force which has been coming because of the cutting action into the press machine. And for that purpose the formula is given as FST, that is stripping force, is equal to pi by 4 into core diameter of the bolt, that is pi by 4 into DC square, that is area of the bolt, into number of bolts, area of the bolt into number of bolts, into the tensile strength of the bolt, where DC is the core diameter of the bolt, N is the number of bolts. Here we have to consider, we have to assume, while solving the problem, we have to assume the number of bolts in even numbers as 4, 6 or 8 likewise. Then the sigma T, that is your tensile strength of the bolt, in the numericals you have to assume again the value, if it is not given, as 45 kg per mm square. So this value is in kg per mm square. That's why this FST value okay, we have to take into kg, and for that purpose into the FST formula we have to keep the value of Fc as in kg. So this is what the consideration by which we can get the core diameter of the bolt. If we consider the bolt as 4, so definitely core diameter will be more. If we consider the number of bolts more, so in that case definitely your core diameter is going to be decreased. In continuation with this, another calculations we require to have the top and the bottom plate thickness. So the top and bottom plate thickness which will be by thumb rule again 1.5 of the die plate thickness. So die plate thickness, that is your TD, and 1.5 times of the die plate thickness, that becomes your top and bottom plate thicknesses. So these are again the two plates we require to calculate their thicknesses. The another some considerations we have to write over there, that force required to cut the material, that is your tonnage, which is already have been calculated as cutting force. Then the stroke length, considering the straight path of the punch that has to be traveled into the die, which is been called as the land or the straight. So considering that, you have to mention the stroke length of the press. The shut height of the press, that means after the shutting of the press, the daylight should be get passing, so that we can have the clear vision for the press operations. Then the type of operation, which is maybe a mechanical or hydraulic, you have to mention. Method of feeding, that means straight feed or the coil feed for the strip, you have to mention over there. And the size of the sheet or the strip, you have to mention. So these are the considerations you have to mention into the numerical. The last consideration is about the die set selection, and the die set selection, which is having the 4 different types. Okay, so looking after the component, looking after the feeding arrangement for the sheet, these are the 4 different, we can say, the methods by which we can say the die set we can select. The first one is called as a rear pillar rectangular die set. So as like shown in this post, so in this the rear side 2 pillars are available, and on that rear 2 pillars only this above plate which is holding the punch, it will come down, okay, towards the die plate. So this is the bottom plate and this is the top plate, in which the movement will be happens, and this movement will be happens according in considering to the 2 pillars only, which are resting at the back side only. Second is we call it as the center post rectangular die set. So center post means what? So at center, so these 2 pillars will be available, and with this reference to this 2 center pillars, the top plate will move. The another will be called as a diagonal pillar rectangular die set. So that diagonally the 2 pillars will be available and the top plate will move accordingly. And last one is a 4 pillar rectangular die set, in which all the 4 pillars which will hold the top plate, and the movement of the top plate will be happens according to this 4 pillars. So if the heavy force will be there, heavy cutting force will be there, so we have to select the 4 pillar die set, and this will complete the solution for your numerical. So in the next video we are going to see complete a solution for a problem.